Okay, Algebra 1. This is notes, should be on Monday, what is the date on Monday? March 5th, okay? These are your last set of notes for this section. I'm going to let you use your notes on your test. So put these into your notebook so you can have them for the test. It's a graph. We'll only do one in your notebooks, but I think it's worth having. So here's the problem, and you're going to have to adjust the volume so you can hear me. Hopefully you can see me. I know there's a bit of a glare, but that's the question we're going to do. This is section 7.5. I'm going to go ahead and put that down, but it doesn't really matter what the section is. I'm video recording some notes. Do you happen to have a moment to come back, or is this the best time?
I just have it open right now.
Oh, okay. I'm in the middle of something for my classes, so
Okay.
if you can hang out for a minute, if that's okay?
Yeah.
If you need me, are you planning to talk with me?
I just had a question about, do you know what Percy had for homework, or do you guys have the same homework?
Oh, it's a little different.
Okay.
Sorry, Paul.
That's okay.
All right. Okay, so section 7.5, again, not that it matters, just disregard, keep going. I want you to go ahead and graph. And then know that we're going to do two separate graphs. So I'm going to use two separate colors. You decide how you want to make that work. So I'm going to graph the top one in pink, and I'll kind of have the bottom one in yellow. All right, so we remember, hopefully, that this plus 3 means I go up 3. Start there. So again, a good review of graphing. This -2 is my slope. So remember, anytime we have a -2 and it doesn't have a denominator, I put it over 1. So it goes down 2 to the right 1, down 2 to the right 1. All right, anytime you go down, it's always run right. You always run right unless you're purposefully going backwards, and then you would go left. All right, so for this graph, you want to pause and ask yourself 2 questions. This is going back to the thing that we did in chapter 6. Is it dotted or solid? So remember, these are solid lines because line equals line, and these are dotted because it doesn't have a line underneath it. So for our cases up here, this first one, the pink one, is solid. All right, and then the other question you want to ask yourself is, do I go up? Do I shade up, or do I shade down? And if you need a reminder, less than means down, and greater than means up. So I go to where my line is at the y-axis. This is a less than symbol, so I go down. I put all my arrows down. Okay, now you don't shade anything right now. Don't shade anything because you're going to graph the other line before you decide where to shade. All right, so here comes the yellow line. It says y is greater than 1/4 x minus 2. So I go to -2 on the graph. That's -1. I'm going to go down 2. And I'm going to go up 1 over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up 1 over 4. I don't care where they touch. That's not the point of this. They might touch, they might not touch. I don't care. What I care about is where the shading is going to be. So don't worry about if they touch at a point or not right now. I want to remind myself that it's dotted. So I'm going to go kind of dotted here. Okay. Dotted like that. All right, and now I want to ask for the yellow line. It's greater than, so I shade up from the yellow line. I'm going to go to the yellow line, and I'm going to put arrows up. Now here's the key. The whole point of this comes down to this right here. You want to look at both the pink and the yellow lines to see where the arrows point towards each other, and that's where you shade. So if you see this, the yellow line is going up. You can't really see me there. The yellow line is going up, and the pink line is going down. So the place that you shade is where the arrows point towards each other. That's the only place that you shade. Okay? All right, so you need to pause the video, ask the sub for the worksheet for the day. I'm going to do the first one with you. So pause the video until you have the worksheet in your hands, and then you can come back and do this first one with me. All right, so this is the first one on the worksheet that the sub has for you. So ask, I believe it's Mrs. Kaiser if she's still able to make it, and we'll do the first one together. So again, I'm going to go ahead and put the first one in pink and the second one in yellow. Follow your y equals mx plus b rules. So for the pink line, I go up 2. This is my y-intercept. And then my slope is rise 1 and run 2. It is a solid line, and I shade down. And you don't have to put as many arrows as I do. I get a little crazy with the arrows, but whatever works. Just make sure you have enough. So that's the pink line. The yellow line, I'm going to go up 4, and the down 1 to the right 1. This is also solid. And this is greater than. So I'm going to go up from that line. So again, you find where the arrows, they are pointing towards each other. Here they point towards each other. That's where you shade. There they're pointing away, so you can't shade there. Okay? All right, it's your job to get the rest of the worksheet done for the day. You're taking a test this week on Thursday. You can use your notes for that test. And good luck. Have a good week. Thanks.